You're right on time for Hope TV NewsWatch on this 4th day of December 2023. A very good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Ken Kimani and my co-presenter on the sign language interpretation tonight is Boniface Worthy. President William Ruto has today arrived in India for a 2-day state visit. The first day of his tour saw the Open University of Kenya getting into a partnership with Indira Gandhi National Open University to diversify its programs and enhance its technological infrastructure. The head of state is also expected to hold bilateral talks with the India Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Ruto is accompanied by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who also doubles up as the CS for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, among other leaders. Now, with more than 120 people reported to have died due to the floods being witnessed in the country, various leaders led by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and the Cabinet Secretary for the East African Community Penina Malonza earlier today toured Garissa and Tana River counties and distributed relief food to the families affected by the floods in the counties. Nicholas Kivite with more details.
It was a welcome relief by victims of floods in Garissa and Tana River counties. The leaders of Kenya Kwanza government gave them relief food and other essential non-food stuff to alleviate their suffering after the devastation caused by the El Nino floods. Speaking during the event, the Minister of East African Community and Regional Development Penina Malonza said that thousands of the affected families in the two counties have benefited from the relief food.
Najua tumeadhirika sana. Na walioadhirika ni wamama na watoto. Kwa hivyo leo Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais, najua tumewaletea chakula, tumewaletea mablangeti, tumewaletea hata na majiko. Lakini Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais, naomba kwa hiari yako, kama utaguzwa, uwapee mapeni kidogo ili wakanunue vitunguu na vitu vingine. Mheshimiwa, hao watu watakushukuru. Tumeweza kuagiza neti za hao wamama. Maana aliposema hivyo nimeguzika na nikapigia mwenzangu waziri wa afya na ameniambia atatuma neti 6,000 hapa Tana River.
The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has announced that the government has given more than 451 million shillings as financial aid to more than 119,000 families from the 8 counties that have been most affected by the flood disaster.
We have released 451,000 Kenya shillings for cash transfers to 119,000 poor and vulnerable households in 8 arid counties, including Garissa.
Gachagua added that the government of Kenya Kwanza has planned ambitious strategies to deal with the flood crisis, promising that no Kenyan will die of hunger during this flood season. He has further called on county governments to cooperate with the national government and various non-government organizations to deal with the flood disaster.
Lakini juu ya hayo ametuagiza kama watu wake wa mkono tuhakikishe ya kwamba hakuna Mkenya yote atakufa kwa njaa kwa sababu ya mambo ya mafuriko. Juu ya hayo ameagiza waziri wake wa barabara kuhakikisha ya kwamba barabara zote ambaye zimekatika zimeregezwa ndio watu waweze kufikiwa na msaada na kufikiwa na chakula.
Tana River County Senator Danson Mugatana, who had accompanied the leaders, has called upon the government to ensure that it provides the victims with enough medicine. According to the governor of Tana River County, Godana Dadho, about 70% of the county's residents have been affected by the floods. The governor has claimed that East County government has reorganized its budget to prioritize the flood crisis, while asking the national government to give him more assistance.
In Tana now, ambayo unaweza sema watu wamesalimika. Katika utafiti wetu wa juzi, wiki mbili zilizopita, as partners wote, Tana River imekuwa affected by 62.5%. And by yesterday, because watu wamekuwa wakitoka na wamekuwa kiathirika kila siku, it is almost 70% of the population of Tana that is affected. That means out of the 315, 200,000 people in this county cannot access services. We have reorganized the budget kata miradi yote tulete pesa kusaidia watu. Lakini Your Excellency, the burden is too big. In fact, the worst time to be a leader in Tana is this time.
Reporting for NewsWatch, my name is Nicholas Kibite.
Thank you, Nicholas, for that report. Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has said that the Kenya Defense Forces is on high alert for any activity the Al-Shabaab militant group might try to initiate by taking advantage of the situation brought about by the ongoing El Nino rains and the resulting floods. Speaking in Garissa when he inspected works to repair the washed-away sections on the Garissa-Nairobi Road and the Garissa-Wajir Road, Duale said it was important to maintain strong security awareness and alertness, especially heading to the festive season.
Familia zilizoathiriwa na mafuriko katika kaunti ya Garissa na Tana River
Now, a section of Kenya Kwanza allied members of parliament have accused the National Dialogue Committee of giving Kenyans a raw deal by failing to address key issues affecting the country. Legislators David Ochieng of Ugenya, John Makali of Kandui, and John Waluke of Sirisia say Kenyans had high hopes on the committee that was jointly led by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, but were disappointed when it left most of the critical issues pending. Our reporter Grace Ahati has the details.
With just 9 days after the release of the National Dialogue Committee NADCO report, following the bipartisan talks between the government and the opposition, a section of members of parliament allied to Kenya Kwanza has come out to criticize it, accusing the committee for failing to address key issues affecting Kenyans. Speaking in Ugenya constituency during a funds drive, Ugenya MP David Ochieng noted that though the committee would recommend an audit of the last general election results, the team failed to come out clearly, only recommending for an evaluation that he said was not likely to go deep into the issues that led to the anti-government protests over the election results. The MP further called for the immediate constitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) and urged the Azimio la Umoja leadership and President William Ruto to quickly agree so that the country could move forward.
Itakuwaje kwamba mnaingia maandamano, watu wanauawa, alafu mnaingia kwa boardroom, you are living there smiling, telling us, oh, mambo sasa iko sawa. Ilikuwa sawa siku gani pale kwa boardroom? It's not right. They will come back to you again here in the next few months. Ningependa pia tukubaliane kama watu wa Nyanza kwamba uchaguzi inaweza shindwa. We need to now move forward. We have to move forward now. We cannot have our hopes hinged on one individual for 40 years, 50 years.
On his part, Kandui MP John Makali called on members of parliament to ensure they attend House proceedings to discuss the high cost of living once the National Dialogue Committee report is tabled. Makali stated that complaining over the high cost of living in public barazas would not help Kenyans, adding that as people's representatives, the MPs can achieve a lot by attending and contributing to debates during the House sittings.
Lazima tusemezane ni njia ipi tutatumia kurudisha hiyo high cost of living chini. Hiyo high cost of living haitarudishwa chini katika mikutano ambayo inakaliwa kwa mahoteli. Ile high cost of living haitarudishwa chini kwa maandamano. Ile high cost of living itarudishwa chini tukisemegana, tukisema wewe, what is the alternative option you have? Wewe una njia ipi ambayo itatusaidia kuweza kupunguza hii high cost of living?
Sirisia MP John Waluke, on the other hand, has urged Kenyans to give President William Ruto and his administration time to deliver on the promises he made to Kenyans during the electioneering period.
Mtoto aweza aliwa siku moja na anatembea siku moja. Awezaliwa na anatembea. Mpaka mama anyonyeshe, aoshe, apake mafuta, alishe yeye, Cerelac, ndio uone mpaka mtoto anatembea. So msipike huyu Ruto vita sana na Gachagua kwamba serikali hii. Hapana. Serikali nchi ni yetu. Kwa kama wa Amerika ama wa Israeli wanapenda nchi yao kuliko chochote. Sisi tunataka pia tukue namna hiyo. Pende nchi yetu.
Reporting for Hope TV NewsWatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Thank you so much, Grace, for that report. Now, Kenyan lab science professionals have petitioned the National Assembly and the Senate to amend the Kenya Health Drug Bill, amended by the National Assembly to be Health Products and Technologies Bill. Senate violated the medical laboratory science profession and renders their practice in the country untenable. Alice Diana tells us more.
Members of the Fourth Estate.
Medical laboratory science professional bodies have raised concerns over the proposed Kenya Drugs Authority Bill 2022. According to the laboratory bodies, the National Assembly has ignored the memoranda of all medical laboratory professional bodies submitted by Association of Medical Laboratory Assessors on behalf of the rest of the professional bodies, though submitted on time.
We are not going to condone it.
Addressing the press today in Nairobi, the medical laboratory officers led by the National Chairman Nicholas Odipo and National Secretary General Pius Nyakundi noted that should the bill be enacted into law, the entire medical laboratory science profession will lose self-regulation and private practice, as it will be under the control of the profession of pharmacy.
Pharmacists, the world over, including Kenya, are not practitioners of diagnostic medicine. This professional gap will lead to the violation of standards of medical laboratory investigations and analysis, thereby contravening the Constitution of Kenya and endangering the health of the Kenyan citizens and the general public.
They also stated that medical laboratory equipment, reagents, chemicals, kits, and consumables are used by medical laboratory science professionals on a day-to-day basis to produce evidence of presence or absence of disease that aid in case management and are professional tools that cannot be regulated by other professionals without any knowledge of their functionality, suitability, and intended use.
There's no way you can go and validate what you are not using. This is a recipe for chaos. This is a recipe for substandard medical devices in the country. The said bill wants to take everything to the Pharmacy and Poisons Board. From where we stand, what we know, Pharmacy and Poisons Board is only able to regulate drugs only, and not any other medical device. So if you want to tell me that we as medical laboratory professions, we are not able to know whether the microscope that we use is able to give us the right results, that now we are supposed to take that microscope to pharmacy to ascertain that microscope, whether it is working or not. It is ambiguous.
The medical laboratory science professional bodies are now beseeching the National Assembly and Senate to either amend the bill or provide explicit provisions of scientific validation and verification of in vitro diagnostics in established and certified medical laboratories.
All the medical laboratory science professional bodies hereby represented beseech the Parliament of Kenya, that is the National Assembly and the Senate, to consider the following: either amend the Kenya Drugs Authority Bill, the Kenya Health Products and Technologies Authority Bill, to exclude in vitro diagnostics, that is medical laboratory reagents and equipments, from its provisions, to avoid the promotion of substandard medical laboratory science practice through substandard diagnostic tools, or provide explicit provisions of scientific validation and verification of in vitro diagnostic in established and certified medical laboratories run by the medical laboratory science professionals to ensure quality, reliability, definite and timely diagnostics.
Alice Diana, Hope TV NewsWatch.
To sit with them.
Thank you so much, Alice, for that report. Now let's revisit the KDF story and the Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale said that the Kenya Defence Forces is on high alert for any activity the Al-Shabaab militant group might try to initiate by taking advantage of the situation brought about by the ongoing El Nino rains and the resulting floods. Speaking in Garissa when he inspected works to repair the washed-away sections on the Garissa-Nairobi Road and the Garissa-Wajir Road, Duale said it was important to maintain a strong security awareness and alertness, especially heading to the festive season. We do apologize for that. And post-primary teachers under their union Kupet West Pokot branch have taken to the streets today, demonstrating over poor working environment. Among their grievances are the high cases of insecurity, where some teachers working in hotspot and banditry-related areas have been most affected and others killed. The teachers also want the Teachers Service Commission to confirm all the teaching interns who have served for longer periods of time. The branch chairman, Joel Todokori, has however maintained that if the government fails to listen to them, they will instruct teachers not to report to school when the new term begins in January.
I'm here today with solidarity with the JSS teachers, and we are saying that let them confirmed as permanent and pensionable. Yes. Then second, these JSS schools to be domiciled in secondary school because of the poor conditions in primary schools. And then also to be paid well because of the cost of living in Kenya today.
If the government will not take serious our concerns, I think by January, we shall tell our members not to report to schools. Yes. Because without our tools, until the government listen to our cries.
Recently, you heard that a JSS student was killed in Sarmaj. Now, if a student was killed, do you think the teacher is also safe? No. So these people are working under very difficult situation. They are working in very insecure areas, and we are telling the government to provide security, not only to JSS teachers, but also to all Kenyans.
The government promised us 1 year internship to work in these areas, and we are now seeking our rights. We are coming here to demand for our confirmation as JSS teachers. One, we are not making our life to be the first priority, but we are also working we are also raising the rights of those kids. We are teaching things that we are not even understanding them. For our case, we are teaching home science, and in home science we have sewing machines, and for our case, we don't know even how to handle them.
Well, on that note, it's time for a quick break here on Hope TV News, but we still have much more ahead. So after the break, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
Get ready for the most electrifying gospel event of the year, Praise Atmosphere 2023, on the 9th of December at Sitam Karen, Nairobi, from 2 p.m. onward, featuring Evelyn Wanjiru, Prosper Ochimana from Nigeria, Rehema Simfukwe from Tanzania, Edith Wairimo, Celestine Donkor from Ghana, Wilberforce Musioka, Solomon Mukubwa, Kestin Bogo, and Sharon Ishavuka from Kenya. Regular tickets are available for just 1,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings at the gate, and for the children 3 to 12 years, it's only 500 shillings. VIP and VVIP tickets are also available. Visit www.praiseatmosphere.com/events or use paybill number 800-8575, account Praise. Praise Atmosphere 2023, uniting hearts in worship.
Welcome back. Now let's get down to business. The Kenya Tourism Board has announced plans to reposition Lamu as an island of festivals for continuous flow of visitors into the destination. This follows a successful Lamu Cultural Festival that ended on a high note over the weekend. About 30,000 participants, including international visitors from the US, UK, France, Netherlands, Poland and Italy, among other countries, celebrated the three-day-long event that was marked with a lineup of activities including donkey races, beach football tournaments, a display of dances and fishing competition. Addressing tourism stakeholders at the sidelines of the event, KTB chairperson Francis Gishaba said the number of festivals held in the island throughout the year have the potential to continuously attract arrivals into Lamu.
These islands are connected by boat transport, and it's within 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes. So that would be the likely area that tourism is going to expand in terms of hotel accommodation, in terms of entertainment, in terms of wellness. This morning I was speaking to some of the investors from the Netherlands, and they are already considering putting up a wellness center in Manda Island. The government has also expanded the road between Malindi and Lamu. Of course, we know the road between Mombasa and Malindi is under construction into a dual carriageway. Yesterday we went to the Lamu port and we saw the road, the Lapset road that links Lamu and Garissa already under construction. We are told that it's now beyond 70% progress has been made. So this area is going to be linked up not only by air, which is fantastic at the moment, but also by road network. So we are looking at more visitations coming, and as we highlight, we know that the means of arriving here will have been taken care of.
Moving on, and Safaricom has unveiled a new campaign dubbed Feels Good to Be Home, which seeks to grow home internet uptake. As part of the campaign, Safaricom has unveiled revamped family share plans that combine home fiber with mobile voice, data and SMS in one package, enabling customers to enjoy seamless connectivity at home and on the go. Through the Feels Good to Be Home campaign, all Safaricom Home Fiber customers can now access SecureNet, a comprehensive online security service that protects users from online threats. It includes a suite of powerful features such as anti-phishing, antivirus, parental control and quiet time settings.
What we're trying to do with this campaign is actually to enhance that experience for you at home. We realized that from the time we started launching, from the time we got into this sector of fiber to home and fiber to business as well, we've been very functional. It's about getting the link, even we used to call it getting the link to your home. But we felt that it's not about the link, it's not about the connection to the home. It's about enhancing the home experience so that that feeling of family, feeling of love, feeling of wanting to be entertained. Most of us actually believe that the home is a place where we keep our families safe. So we wanted to make sure that we come up with a campaign that brings out all these facets and enhances the experience for home.
You can order our products through our website, through our app, through our DSAs, people on the ground, through our shops, through our dealers. All the shops you see painted green, if you get in and ask, where can I get home fiber, you will be directed to one.
The world's top cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, today rose past $40,000 for the first time since May last year. As investors and enthusiasts watch closely, the coming weeks will be crucial in determining whether this momentum leads to new heights or encounters and unforeseen obstacles. With a mix of technical signals and market sentiments, Bitcoin's path remains as dynamic and unpredictable as ever, holding both promise and caution for the future of cryptocurrency. And to some sporting action now. KCB women's volleyball team claimed dismantled. Arch rivals Kenya Pipeline 3-1 to be crowned as the Eldoret Volleyball champions. At the Eldoret National Polytechnic, the Bankers won the opening set by 25-17, with the Kenya Pipeline claiming the second set by 25-1 before the national champions clinched the third and fourth sets by 25-23 and 26-24 respectively.
I am very happy that my players have played well. The competition was very tough from the preliminary level up to the semi-finals, and then the finals. They were very tough, but I'm happy we have won this championship.
Kenya Pipeline is a good team, and when we were pulled together with them, we expected competition in the pool first of all, and I can say that that gave us more morale to work extra hard. And when we met them again in the finals, I'm happy to say that we've reduced in the pool. We beat them 3-2, but now we've won 3-1, and I'm so happy for that.
The East African Safari Classic Rally has received a 6 million shillings boost from Safaricom PLC through its M-Pesa Super App platform. The 9-day rally event, which kicks off this Saturday and runs up to the 18th of this month, has attracted a field of 63 drivers from 27 countries globally, with 44 international participants and 19 local contenders. The rally will cover approximately 4,000 kilometers, traversing 11 counties, cutting across Kilifi, Nakuru, Nairobi and back. The prize-giving ceremony will take place in Diani.
Safaricom is sponsoring, to the tune of 6 million shillings, this incredible race through the country of 5,000 kilometers going through 11 counties.
This rally is 5,000 kilometers long, so it's going to be quite a difficult one. And in that, I would really like to urge all those spectators, the drivers and everyone involved or watching or in any way being involved, to be very, very safe. This rally is a showcase for Kenya. We take the rally to areas where the normal tourist run doesn't, like the Cherangani Hills and other places where a normal tourist company will not take you. We would like to show the world what Kenya is.
Junior stars have set their eyes on winning the inaugural Sekafa Under-18 title this year. As they prepare to face Tanzania in the semi-final match on Tuesday in Kisumu, Stars have registered a 100% record to finish top of Group A thanks to their 5-0 thrashing of Sudan, a narrow 1-0 win over Rwanda, and a 4-1 thumping of Somalia. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for watching Hope TV NewsWatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the whole team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Ken Kimani, and my co-presenter on the sign language interpretation tonight has been Boniface Morithi.